I'm Catherine Watson, and I'm Director of Lab for Culture, which is a project of the European Cultural Foundation, and we're based in Amsterdam. But I actually only joined the project 2 years ago. I moved from Canada. I think having worked for many years in Canada and then moving to Europe and being involved in Culturemondo while I was in Canada, and then now while I'm working for a European-based project, it brings for me a very interesting way of connecting both my personal and professional experience with the current project I'm working on. Lab for Culture is intended to be an international project which covers all of the countries in Europe, not just the European Union, and also how Europe integrates with the rest of the world, or our project provides a window or a doorway to the rest of the world. So by working in partnership and collaboration with colleagues from around the world, not only in Europe, it brings a different perspectives to what I do, and then I think also makes it easier for me to share the experiences that we're having in a European context in a more global one. So what it helps me, taking back to those that support and fund the project I'm on, a context within which they can understand or more closely relate to what they're doing or what they're supporting in a broader way. I think what's been really strong with the Culturemondo meetings that we've had, and particularly this one, more so than the ones in previous even, is the involvement on a regional level. And I think this allows us, I mentioned that what's really good for me is I'm working then in an international, a global way, but to have a much richer exchange with people on a regional level actually assists that. And we don't usually have that in other situations. So it brings all of us into looking at what we do in a global way, but also from a particularly Asian perspective. What I was very struck by in the speeches that we heard here from the representatives of the Taiwanese government is the strong place that they put on digital culture within the policy framework of culture itself and of a national understanding of what culture is and how Taiwanese culture is part of a bigger picture and what it brings to the rest of the world. So this strong support of digital culture as a policy is something that doesn't exist everywhere, and is something that other countries can see as an example.